Hello, and welcome back to the Efficient Skillet. My name is Willie, and I hope that you're doing extremely well out there. I know that I am. Today we're going to do a dish that just about everybody loves. It's easy to do. We're going to do roasted garlic potatoes. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to, occasionally I like to do this. It's always a good idea to sharpen your knives before you cook. Use a sharpening steel if you got one. If you don't know how to use one, just practice. That's how I learned, and you'll figure it out. And do it the way I show you. This is a vegetable knife right here. Put your knife on there and just go away like that and run down the edge just like that. And do it about, I don't know, 5 or 6 times on each side. And that's how, when you do that, it'll keep your knife nice and sharp. Okay, so when it comes to garlic roasted potatoes, you can use whatever potatoes you like. I love new potatoes. I love all potatoes. I like just your regular russet brown potatoes. I like those gold colored ones. I love new potatoes. I'm going to go with new potatoes. You can use whatever kind you like. Make sure you wash them before you start this. And if you see any bad spots on them or anything like that, you can just cut them off. So what you want to do is just I cut them in half, and you don't have to peel them. Even if anytime I use potatoes, just about I never peel them. Whether I'm doing mashed potatoes or I'm doing something like these roasted garlic potatoes, I never peel them because I love the flavor of the peelings, to be honest with you. And the peelings are filled with all kinds of nutritional value. And so I got 8 potatoes here, 8 new potatoes. And so we're going to chop these, leaving the skin on. If you want to peel it, you can. Get the bad spots. But if you, I recommend leaving the peels, but that's up to you. Anyway, just chop them like this. About like that, that's good. Once you chop up your potatoes, just put them in a bowl and set them aside. Then what we're going to do is you want to take 6 to 8 cloves of garlic, large cloves. I love garlic, so I'm going to do the 8 cloves. 6 to 8, And what you want to do is chop it up nicely. So I'm going to, I've showed this before, but it's always good to show it again. The best way to peel garlic is just throw your clove down there, take your vegetable knife and then the peelings just come right off. There you go, peeled. Do it again. Peeled. Once you have your garlic peeled, just start chopping it up. The best way to chop garlic for me is you take your vegetable knife, which has this rocking ability like this, and you put your hand over here on this edge right here, and then you just start chopping this garlic like this. You don't necessarily have to put your hand on it if you want to manipulate it a little bit and push big pieces in while you're chopping. But you just rock that blade like that. Then go the other way until you chop it up pretty good. Once you chop your garlic, just set it aside. I like to, my wife Angel got me these little glass portion dish things, and I really think they're cool. But set your garlic aside next to your potatoes. Okay, next we're going to take some rosemary, a couple of sprigs of rosemary. Now, rosemary grows like crazy in East Texas, right here where we live. If you get your rosemary bush, that thing will thrive. It'll get so big you can't control it almost. They got several of these rosemary bushes growing at the Polk County Judicial Center. I'm not saying you should go pick from the county's garden or anything, but yeah, fresh rosemary. So we're going to take a couple of twigs of this rosemary and strip it off of here, and then we're going to chop it up. Now, I didn't quite use all that rosemary. I left that much. But anyway, I stripped it all off and measured it, and this comes to about 1/3 of a cup. So you don't necessarily have about this much. So it measures to 1/3 of a cup. Anyway, we're going to chop this rosemary up nicely. Okay, we're ready to go now. We got our potatoes chopped up. We've got garlic and rosemary. Next, we're going to put in a 1/2 stick of real butter. And this electric skillet, I've got it set to 250 degrees. Next, we're going to take a little bit of olive oil, about, I don't know, that much. That should do it. A little more. There, that'll do it right there. Get this butter to melt in. The olive oil adds a lot of flavor, plus it protects your butter from burning, even though 250 really isn't hot enough to burn butter, but still, you gotta have butter, man. And you gotta have olive oil. That's just the way it is. Next, we're gonna take our garlic and throw it in. Now, because this is a low temperature, you're not gonna hear a big sizzle when I throw it in there like on television and stuff. Then we're gonna throw in our rosemary that we just chopped up. And we're gonna stir all this around as our butter continues to melt. Doesn't that just look good? I mean, you know, whenever you got a bunch of garlic, you got butter, olive oil, and rosemary, whatever it's gonna be good. Next, we're gonna throw in our potatoes. And we're gonna salt them. Now, what I recommend, you know, you can do whatever you like. How much salt it to taste. I like to use kosher salt. To me, it's just the best. Use whatever salt you like. But I'm gonna put 4 pinches of kosher salt. Here's a pinch. That's a good amount of salt right there. So I'm gonna put 4 pinches of kosher salt on these potatoes. There we go. And we're gonna, oh, almost forgot. And we're gonna pepper. Gotta have some pepper, man. Black pepper. There we go. Now we're gonna stir all this around and kind of mix it all in with that garlic and stuff. Once you get it all stirred up, we're gonna put the lid on this and we're gonna let this cook for about 30 minutes or until the potatoes are pretty darn soft. Okay, our potatoes have been cooking at 250 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes now, so we're going to check and see. Oh yeah, they're nice and soft. Good, that's exactly what we want. All right, so the next step, we're going to take the potato. Let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. We're going to take the potatoes and we're going to put them on this. A tray for the oven. Okay, once you get your potatoes put on your tray, spread them out pretty evenly. And this stuff that's left in that pan, your pan's turned off, let it cool, get all nice and cool. While the potatoes are baking, you just let that sit there. Okay, I've got my oven turned all the way up to toast, which is the hottest it gets. So I'm gonna take the potatoes and we're gonna pop them in the oven. Oh man, the whole house just smells amazing. Anyway, it's been about 45 minutes, so let's see what we got here. Oh baby. Okay, at this point, what we're going to do is take our roasted potatoes here, and we're just going to dump them into this bowl, large bowl. See how easily they come off? That was easy. Remember this stuff? Whenever we cooked them in this electric skillet? Now we take this stuff. This olive oil, this butter, this rosemary, the garlic, and all black pepper, all that stuff, and you dump it into here. Boy, this place smells like a pizzeria or something. It's just so amazing. Okay, and then the last step is, now that we poured that on there, you just want to kind of mix it around onto these potatoes gently, because these potatoes are fully cooked, so we don't want to smash them all up and stuff, but you just kind of toss it around like this. And there you go, folks. roasted garlic potatoes. Man, that is so delicious, so delicious. I made these for my wife Angel the other day, and she said it's one of her new favorites now. She just loved them because you got that rosemary on there with the garlic and the salt and pepper and olive oil and butter, and then you cook them till they're soft, and then you bake them till they're crispy. And with all that flavor baked into those and crispified into those potatoes, it's amazing. I strongly recommend this recipe, and it makes your house smell really good. So anyway, yeah, oh man, that's good. I'm such a hog. So anyway, I hope you try it, and I hope you like it. And if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button, and you can email us, efficientskillet@gmail.com.